What is the meaning of 666? Multitudes today assume that 666 is a number representing a modern-day beast that's about to be revealed. Placing the beast in the 21st century, however, may well pose insurmountable difficulties. First, the Apostle John, author of Revelation, told a first-century audience that with wisdom and insight, they would be able to calculate the number of the beast for its man's number. His number is 666. Obviously, no amount of wisdom and insight would have enabled a first-century audience to calculate the number of a 21st century beast. It would have been cruel and dangerously misleading for St. John to suggest to first-century Christians that they could identify the beast if, in fact, the beast was a 21st century individual or institution. Furthermore, unlike today, transforming names into numbers, or 𝘉𝘪𝘣𝘈, was common in antiquity. For example, in the Lives of the 12 Caesars, Roman historian Suetonius identified Nero by a numerical designation equal to a nefarious deed. This numerical equality, or isosephism, is encapsulated in the phrase, "Count the numerical values of the letters in Nero's name and in murdered his own mother, and you will find their sum is the same." In Greek, the numerical value of the letters in Nero's name totaled 1005, as did the numbers in the phrase, "murdered his own mother." This ancient numerical cryptogram reflected the widespread knowledge that Nero had killed his own mother. Finally, while Nero in Greek 𝘉𝘪𝘣𝘈 totaled 1005, the reader of John's letter familiar with the Hebrew language would recognize that the Greek spelling of Nero Caesar, transliterated into Hebrew, equals 666. Moreover, the presence in some ancient manuscripts of a variation in which 666 is rendered 616 lends further credence to Nero as the intended referent. The Hebrew transliteration of the Latin spelling of Nero Caesar totals 616, just as the Hebrew transliteration of the Greek, which includes an additional letter, renders 666. Thus, two seemingly unrelated numbers lead you to the same doorstep, that of a beast named Nero Caesar. 21st century believers, like their first century counterparts, can be absolutely certain that 666 is the number of Nero's name, and that Nero is the beast who ravaged the bride of Christ in a historical milieu that included 3.5 years of persecution, in which even Peter and Paul themselves were persecuted and put to death by this ferocious beast. Indeed, this was the only epoch in human history in which the beast could directly assail the foundation of the early Christian church, of which Jesus Christ himself was the cornerstone. By the way, in the Complete Bible Answer Book Collector's Edition, revised and updated, I have a chart that takes Nero Caesar in Greek as well as in Latin and transliterates it into Hebrew along with all the accompanying detail. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Revelation chapter 13, verse 18.